Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think personal branding. Okay. Now, making money, we all want to make money. We all want to earn money, whether we work as an employee or we work as an employer. You work for a business or you're a businessman. And then there is obviously work offline, that is in the real world, or online, okay, social media or the internet. Now, over the years, I wouldn't say many people, but I've had a substantial few who, because maybe they follow my channel or they follow my content, have asked me, "Loy, what can I do to earn more money?" And obviously, it is the people who approach me, normally, this is the case, people who approach me are the ones who are going through a tough time. Because normally, if someone's life is going good, they would obviously go for the creme de la creme. They would go for someone who'd you get all these internet gurus where people pay $10,000. In fact, one of the videos I shared with you before, one guy paid $200,000 just for a few hours of a call of 1 hour or a few hours. I mean, that's kind of crazy. Okay. At least I'm not a very big fan of that kind of money. And I don't know what you can give in a few minutes by paying that kind of money. Anyway, that's separate. But here, the people I speak to, I charge my normal rate. They ask me, how can I make more money online? How can I have a successful e-commerce store or sell my services? So I have jotted down 9 points on what questions I feel you need to ask yourself or consider, especially if you're getting into this online selling. Okay. Because at the end of the day, remember this, everything looks very flashy. Everything looks amazing. Wow, I got 7-figure income. People will show you an expensive car, expensive house. And this Thai Lopez kind of genre where they show they're sitting in a private jet, they're having the dream life, the fake it till you make it kind of thing. So I'm more on the realistic side, and these are the realistic questions you need to ask yourself if you want to run an online business. Okay. Also, do feel free to put your comments and thoughts below if whether you agree, disagree. So these are the 9 points of what you need to consider before actually starting an online business. Because once you get into it, remember, and you put a couple of years, then it becomes very hard to reinvent the wheel. So the first one is, if you're working online, you have an online business, okay, you must have spent X amount of money. Now, consider this. If you spend, let's say, example, $100 for a website, you spend free, you had a Facebook page, free YouTube channel, free Instagram. Don't you think anybody and everybody can also do this? I always tell people, when the barriers to entry are hardly there or it's for free, you will have tons of competition. And when you have tons of competition, it becomes very confusing unless you are someone so special that you really stand out. Just imagine, go to fiverr.com, Fiverr, just type, let's say anything. You type thumbnail designer, or you type artist, or you type a social media service provider. You will get literally one full page of more than, I think, 30 people. Then you go to the second page, you get another 30, keep going, keep going. Maybe you'll end up with 300. So now who do you choose from the 300 when all of them are more or less the same? So the first problem is, when you have an online business and the barriers to entry are very low or it's for free, you have tons of competition, and there it becomes very hard to survive. Okay, that's number one. Number two is, if you're offering a product or service that anyone can learn or get their hands on, then what makes you stand out? Like, many people have asked me, Loy, why don't you sell a t-shirt? Okay. Why don't you sell a cap? Why don't you sell pens and this? And I had this one guy, very creative guy. He was pressing me, we'll collab together. I will draw, draw your logo, your face, and put it on your shirts, and we can make it go viral. See, it all sounded very nice. And he said, I will not take any money from you, only after we make the profits, we'll split it. Okay. Now, all this sounds very nice. But now, if you can graphically design my logo, Anyone can copy it, right? That's first thing. Second one is, we'll order the shirts from China. Let's say it's very cheap from China. Don't you think others can do the same? In fact, how many pirated shirts are there? How many pirated, like Adidas, Nike? How many pirated, what do you call that, books are there? Movies are there? We can download, we can watch. Don't you think these people have millions in terms of budget to prevent this from leaking, but still it leaks? Now, you might say, Loy, but in your case, it's a very small, who'll copy? But what if they do copy? After putting all the work, what if they do copy? Then what will you do? And I'm telling you this. This is from a guy who has been blogging, who has been typing. People have asked me, write a book, write a PDF. I personally know some people on Facebook who positioned themselves as a coach, had a training program. They painfully made these beautiful videos, highly, with a high production value. They made great content. And someone from Malaysia, some others from somewhere else, they were selling this for $1 or $2. And, if you pay for ads, this person, let's say, for example, this person's name is Natalia. You click Natalia, hers will show right at the top. But below, that person's link will show. And if this person is charging $97 just for, 5 videos or 10 videos, this person's charging $5. Who would want to pay 97? And how many of us would rather download something for free? We watch movies for free, right? So, if something can be learned easily or something can be downloaded easily or copied easily, I mean, why should someone come to you? We live in a day and age where people enjoy for free. Gmail for free, YouTube for free, music for free, entertainment for free, porn for free. I mean, who doesn't want a free? It's very hard to compete. Then point number 3 is, you remember I said $97 versus, $5 or $1. Why should someone pay you more when they can get the same service for cheaper? Let's say I'm doing websites. I'm providing a website service. Let's say, for example, $100 a month. Okay, I tell you $100 a month. Now, I might say $100 a month because I'm giving my customized creativity, all that. Another guy might come and say, okay, whatever Loy quotes you, you show me the template, I'll give you for $50 a month, half. Then there might be another guy from Bangladesh or Sri Lanka or whose costs are low. He'll say, okay, I'll do it for $10. I don't have customers. Then imagine $100 a month that comes to $1,200. Here he said 600 for 1 year. This guy said, I'll just start 10, so it's 120. Then one guy might say, okay, listen, as an introductory offer, just give me 100 for 1 year. I mean, how cheap do you go? Where do you go? And then the question that the customer asks is, sheesh, man, this is $1,200. This is half. This is, like 1/10 the price. They might say, okay, let me go somewhere in between. Why should they come to you? If I'm giving you, let's say a smartphone, okay, if you're not a brand conscious person, smartphone with all the functions of an Apple phone, very strong, very durable, everything good, why would you pay more, man? I'm not talking of those people who are crazy about a brand name, but there are so many who are not. Like, for example, in terms of my wife, she doesn't care what is the brand name as long as the functions and features are good. And thankfully, good for me, I hardly pay anything. My phone might cost $1,000. Her phone would just hardly cost 100. I can buy her 2, 3. The next one is, I know what you'll say. Wait. You need to choose your target market. Well, even the target market is price conscious. They're not dumb. Okay. If you and I, when we go shopping, we check the prices of everything. You think these people don't check the prices? Then point number 4, expense versus the revenue. On one side, you have to spend money. And obviously, after you spend advertising, like, for example, me, okay, I have to buy the iMac, I have to buy the software, I have to buy the microphone, I have to buy the editing software, I have to maybe pay a team to do the website maintenance, I have to pay a team for security, I have to pay a team for the server, I have to pay someone maybe for marketing, Google Ads. Example I'm giving you, okay? Now, all this costs money, Okay. And then this is the professional side. On the personal side, I need to survive, right? I need to earn some money to feed me, my family. So these are all the expenses. Plus, you have electricity, water, internet cost. Okay. Now, all this is my cost per month. And obviously, I have to generate income to cover all this expense, right? Now, just think if I was staying in New York, the price would be up here. Then if I stay in Dubai, maybe it's slightly down. Then if I stay in India, maybe even more down. Then if I stay in maybe in Bangladesh, even more down. Then maybe if I stayed in, think of a cheapest country, I don't know which is that, it'll be even more lower. So if I'm staying in New York, I'll have to pay a hell lot of money. Maybe my expenses per month, maybe, would be $10,000. Same person, if he stays in Thailand, maybe his expenses are like $2,000. Then if a person is in Bangladesh, maybe he's a simple guy, okay, he's a student, maybe it'll be $200, okay, because over there, if you convert dollars to whatever the local currency, it may be so much more cheaper. So here I have a target of $10,000, but that guy who's doing the same thing, $200. So expenses versus cost, these are very, very critical, especially if you have to succeed. Point number 5, pricing. Now I give you the example, no? New York, Dubai, let's say India, Bangladesh, Philippines, Thailand, whatever. Okay. Your pricing will be based on your expenses. And this is where survival proves to be very hard. Take it from me. There are so many people from Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Philippines, Thailand, who are literally giving the same service that most of us offer or cheaper. Now, obviously, in my case, personal branding, uh, someone from Bangladesh or Pakistan, you can't give a video. You have to do it face to face. But that doesn't mean there is no competition. There are quite a number of them. And I think one of the biggest competitions that we have is when people just uh, share this information for free online and make it sound so easy. People feel it's one size fits all. So how do you convince a guy when he sees a video by some celebrity or some famous name, Gary Vaynerchuk or some multi-billionaire, he says, oh, do these 10 steps. People will have the illusion, oh, I'll do these 10 steps. I don't need your guidance. Why should I spend money? Even resume rebrand, which I do, you can get a resume rebrand for $5, 10, 20, 25, 50, 100. I charge a very hefty premium. People ask me, why the hell should I come to you? I can get it for free. I just Google search templates. Go ahead, take that. But people don't understand what goes into it. They cannot customize it. They think changing the colors or putting some bombastic words will help. So I have to literally educate someone and convince them. That itself is an expense, right? So this is another headache, the pricing part. Then number 6 is the headache of getting a customer. That is number 1. One is getting a customer. Second one is being able to retain that customer. If not retain, charge such a price where it justifies getting the new customer, the cost for it. See, I know a couple of people who advertise on Facebook. I know people who advertise on Google. Okay, they'll spend $1, maybe send it to 500 people. Finally, they'll get one customer who they can charge 5,000. Okay, now this might sound, oh, what a perfect plan. But where it's a problem? We only listen to success stories. What about people who have spent money, lots of money, spent money on ads, but managed to get hardly a customer? Maybe you got for this month, maybe next month you didn't get, maybe third month you didn't get. Then you keep tweaking, and as you keep tweaking, you need to pay money. Then you'll employ someone who claims to be a Google expert. There are so many people, so many youngsters, even college going students claim to be Facebook experts, Google experts, social media experts, SEO. We remember we used to hear that. So that is another headache. It's an expense. I remember I spent on Google ads just as an experiment. I spent $1,000 to see will I get quality subscribers. Do you know how many subscribers I got after spending $1,000? I think I hardly got some 10 or 15 good ones. 10, 15. Is it worth me spending that much money? No. Maybe you can say, Loy, you did it wrong, fine, whatever. I was like, it's not worth it, man. Seriously, yeah, there are some people who can be careful of the fake ones who will say, give me $100, I'll give you 1,000 subscribers. Those are fake because it doesn't work out that way. So the headache to get a customer after you spend so much money, and then let's say you spend $500. If you spend $500 and only got $500, you didn't make anything. So after spending $500 on ads, you should at least get 10 times more. Then it's worth it. But then remember the next question: what if you don't manage to get a customer? What if the customer didn't like your content? What if you can't handle it? Then point number 7 is, I think one of the other headaches that we're having is the websites, third-party websites like Fiverr, Upwork, Guru.com, Freelancer.com. These freelancer websites, they keep making it easier for new people to come in for free, register for free, and offer the same services for a fraction of the cost. That's one. The second one is the headache that these websites make you go through. The customer has to be happy, not you. They will make sure the customer is taken care of. And then payment, if the customer says, no, I'm not happy with the person's service, then your payment is blocked. And then you have to go to dispute. And I'll tell you, the customers who come to these websites, they are penny wise, pound foolish, and they will squeeze the daylights out of you. They'll ask you, if you offer one for the price of one, they'll say, I want one. After they agree, then they'll say, I want 2, 3, 4, 5. And they will keep asking you revision after revision. It's such a bloody headache, man. And then finally, they might end up paying you, but they'll give you a rotten review. They'll say, like, I had this actual guy who I gave extras for free online. And finally, he didn't follow any of my advice. He loved my advice and didn't follow any of it. And later on, gave me a 2-star. I was like, why the hell did you give me a 2-star? No, I thought about it, but I don't think I can do your advice. I can follow your instructions. So I give you a 2. You paid me to give you advice. I give you advice. And now you're saying, I don't feel like following it. Is it my fault? That's why now I don't take the freelance websites. I'm not bothered, even if my account shuts down, because it's such a headache, man. Point number 8 is the changing technologies. Every year, technology changes. Once upon a time, to create a website, you had to learn coding. Today, you can go to any of these online .com companies, and you just have to pay $50 or some even $10, and you can create a website by yourself, just drag and drop. So technology has changed so much, and now the people who used to create websites, they're finding it very hard to get customers, because if you're going to charge $100 to create a website, here they're saying, just pay me $5, $10, or I'll give you 3 months for free. So it becomes very hard to compete with changing technologies. What used to take painful process today, the AI can copy. And last, not the least, I think the biggest question people have to ask is, how do I get customers? From where do I get? How do I retain them? It's like, YouTube views. You will keep putting up videos and you're hoping, okay, existing customers are watching. How can I get more subscribers? How can I get more traffic? And if you're like me, you're not going to sit and ask, oh, a like would be good, a subscribe would be good, a share would be good, a comment would be good. It's so stupid, man. I hate that. I feel it's like shamelessly begging. Some people can do it, even like Mr. Who's the Boss, even though he has like 15, 20 million, he still asks, subscribe would be good. And I can't do that. I find that too silly, immature, and stupid. Okay, it's working out for him. He's making millions of dollars per month. I'm sorry, but that's just me. I guess some people can do it, some can't. It's each one. So these are the 9 major points in terms of what you need to consider if you're planning to go online as a freelancer, coach, or start a e-commerce, Shopify, whatever. See, remember, it all looks glamorous. It all looks easy. People make big claims. I'm earning 7-figure income. Take my coaching course. You'll change your life. It's all bullshit, man. It's hard work. It's hard work. Okay. Just like a normal job, a 9 to 5, it's even harder than that, because here competition is just about everywhere. So some days maybe you can make big money, easy money, but then there'll be months, maybe even weeks and months where you don't make anything. And then you have bills to pay, mouths to feed, and you'll wonder, like, what am I doing, man? Am I still going to be relevant? In fact, the biggest question people have to ask themselves, would you be relevant next year, the following year? What will happen after that? Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you guys. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, let me know if you also have an online business or you provide an online service, and the suggestions and ideas I gave, are they relevant? So, love to hear from you. This is me signing off. You guys take care.